It's 2 for the price of 1.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
Not listening.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 split personality characters in movies.
Spoken!
For this list, we just mean people with alter egos they can't control. But no, your beloved Two-Face and Phoenix don't count, since those aren't so much split personalities as they are other sides to the same personality.
Fortune smiles, another day of wine and roses.
Also, since we're giving away 1 or 2 twist endings here, we gotta warn you, spoiler alert. Number 10, Sherman Klump, the Nutty Professor franchise.
I lost 300 pounds in 30 seconds!
Professor Klump is a portly, jolly fellow with more than enough smarts and more than enough chins. Outside the classroom, he's conducting research into a serum that'll help obese people lose the poundage pronto, and he's using himself as the guinea pig.
I'm thin!
The result of this test is slimmed-down alter ego Buddy Love, who's way smoother and way smaller, but also a way bigger jerk.
It's your teeth, Reggie. I don't know whether to smile at you or kick a field goal, man.
You can't have it all. Number 9, Teddy Daniels, Shutter Island.
You act like insanity is catching.
Haunted by his past, this U.S. Marshal visits an isolated loony bin to find answers and an escaped patient. But nothing in his world makes sense, nothing adds up, and everyone's hiding something.
Did you ever meet a patient named Andrew Latus?
No. Never heard of it.
Turns out that something is Teddy's true identity. In reality, he's Andrew Latus, a deeply disturbed patient incarcerated for his wife's murder.
Edward Daniels has exactly the same 13 letters as Andrew Latus. The same as Rachel Solando and Dolores Chanel. The names are anagrams for each other.
But that reality is too horrible to bear.
Which would be worse? To live as a monster? Or to die as a good man?
Number 8, Eve White, The Three Faces of Eve.
Well, amnesia means loss of memory. Is that what happens to you?
Yes, I guess that's it.
Eve White's meek.
Mrs. White? Yes, ma'am.
Eve Black's mischievous.
You're wasting your time with that. I'm a doctor.
And Jane's, well, pretty normal.
May I ask who you are?
I don't know that either.
But all three live inside the same woman. Based on a true story, this character, or characters, suffer from headaches and blackouts, and that's when her counterparts come out to play.
I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna stay out.
Or in some cases, ruin her life. However, with help from a faithful doctor, Eve uncovers the childhood trauma that caused her personality to split into pieces.
It's just the way people thought in those days. If you kissed the dead face, it was a sweet goodbye and you wouldn't miss her so much.
Number 7, Charlie Baileygates, Me, Myself, and Irene.
It's a boy! Oh, boy.
Charlie's a state trooper, but the biggest doormat you ever did see.
My dad says you're a joke and I don't have to listen to you.
Abused by his wife, his friends, and pretty much anyone he meets, he eventually can't take it anymore and invents a new personality.
There's no tag on this. Price check on VegiClean, aisle 5.
Hank Evans is a badass, but he's also vulgar and violent and gets Charlie into way more trouble than he's ready for. Also, did we mention that Charlie and Hank don't really get along?
What's the matter?
Let's get off before he wakes up. Come on.
Number 6, Sybil Dorsett, Sybil.
Sybil?
For decades, this was the only representation of multiple personalities most people knew. Based on a real-world case, Sybil has over a dozen personas.
If someone calls me Sybil by mistake, do you know what I do? I look in their face and I say, yes, or oui, you're speaking to me.
With some crippled by fear and others trying to tear her apart, it's a struggle for Sybil to get through a day.
I don't find happiness anywhere.
But as her doctor discovers, Sybil's struggles didn't begin there. Her disorder stemmed from horrible abuse suffered at her mother's hands.
Have a nice trip. See you next fall.
Number 5. Dr. Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk. This is an experiment gone very wrong. After being exposed to gamma radiation, the mild-mannered Dr. Banner transforms into the giant green colossus known as the Incredible Hulk. A monster he tries, but usually fails to control. From then on, if Bruce's heart rate goes up, in bursts the Hulk in all his smash and grab glory. But practice makes perfect, so eventually he'll be able to manage his other personality. Eventually. Number 4. Sméagol, the Lord of the Rings franchise.
Sméagol losing his nerve. No, not. Never.
Once a hobbit like any other, Sméagol found the magic ring and immediately fell under its spell, lying and murdering to do its bidding.
Once it takes hold of us, it never lets go.
After being bewitched for years, he devolved into something far less human, both physically and mentally. Though at times still capable of summoning the hobbit he once was, Gollum is a living testament to the destructive and corruptive nature of the One Ring.
Precious.
Number 3. The Narrator, Fight Club.
Like so many others, I had become a slave to the IKEA nesting instinct.
Can you be so bored with life that you simply invent a new one?
It's the greatest moment of your life, man, and you're off somewhere missing.
I am not! Unnamed Narrator says yes, but it helps if your alter ego is aggressive, confrontational, and sexy.
What are you doing?
Our friend tries everything to overcome his insomnia before turning to Tyler Durden and his world of violence and anarchy.
The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
But even imaginary friends can take things too far, which the narrator learns too little, too late. Number 2, Norman Bates, Psycho.
But I'm not a fool. Well, and I'm not capable of being fooled, not even by a woman.
Well, this is not a slur on your manhood, I'm sorry.
Let's put it this way. She might have fooled me, but she didn't fool my mother.
He seems like a regular Joe running a regular motel, but the Bates Motel is anything but regular. And things really unravel when one of Norman's guests ends up stabbed in the shower and it looks like his mother's to blame. If only it were that easy. Norman killed his mom years ago, but was so mortified he kept her alive in the form of a split personality. In spirit and body.
And they'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Number 1, Dr. Henry Jekyll, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I have made a great breakthrough.
One's a respected doctor, the other a homicidal madman. One refined, the other passionate, but both inhabit the same man.
You're looking for a man named Hyde. Hyde! I'm Dr. Henry Jekyll.
After growing tired of suppressing his innermost urges, Dr. Jekyll uses his scientific genius to create a serum that transforms him into Edward Hyde.
Free at last!
But Hyde is more than a simple alter ego. He's the evil that lives inside all of us, an inescapable part of ourselves and of pop culture. Do you agree with our list? Which split personality character has you seeing double?
Answer me!
With more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.